Okay, so today I'm going to do a torture test. It's the same test that the Military Arms Channel is doing. And the reason I'm doing that is because I think we need a standard. He even said it a while ago that he kind of created a standard. And I'm actually in calibration, so standards are important to me. It's how you determine if something's accurate or not. So that we know that we're getting the same test over and over again. I'm mimicking his as close as possible. Not trying to steal from him. If you haven't watched his stuff, please do. It's awesome. He puts out amazing content. So watch his stuff. But today we're going to do the Glock43 and the Smith & Wesson Shield. These guns have been out for a very long time. Both these guns have over 300 rounds through them. One of them's over 1,000, but nothing extreme round counts. But what we're going to do, we're going to put the gun in the water. We're going to get it till the bubble stop coming up. Then we're going to switch to sand. We're going to press it down, flip it over, press it down. And then we're going to rinse the gun. We're going to come back. We're going to go to the dirt. Do the same thing, press it down, flip it, press it down, rinse it again. Then we're going to go to the mud and do the same thing. And once we get through all those, we're going to do the gauntlet test, which is we're going to go through all 4 of the elements without rinsing the gun. So hopefully it goes well. I'm pretty sure it will. So let's get started. We're going to start with a shield because I have the most magazines for that. Okay. Some of you might say this is a little unfair, because my shield has 7 and 8 round mags versus the Glock only has 6, and we're going to top off each one because that's how everybody carries. At least I hope you do. Anyway, so that's how we're going to start. By the way, I'm using Winchester NATO 124 grain ammunition to also keep with kind of Tim's thing. Hio's Fiocchi though. Okay, fumble that. It looks stupid, but here we go. I'm going to keep it till the bubbles stop coming up. Here we go. Okay, good. Top it off again. Okay, we're going to press it down, flip it over, press it down. Okay. Couldn't see the sights. Okay, we're going to rinse it. Okay. Then one more. Dirt. Okay. So far, doing good. Get my extra. But there we go. Press it down. Press it down. I'm trying to use. I even went back, watched his videos, and saw what soil he was using, and we're using the same stuff. Actually, I'm going to turn that up a bit because it felt a little too stiff on top. So hang on, y'all. We'll do that one more time. Press it down. Press it down. Yeah, that's better. Okay, here we go. My sight's been getting covered. Missing. Okay. So no malfunctions through the elemental section of the test. It's doing really well. We're going to rinse it off in its own dirty water only. But now we're going to run it straight through the test. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and reload real quick. I just got to reload a couple magazines. So far, so good. Like I said, though, I think these tests are important to know your carry gun works. I've seen, crazy tests where you throw it in peanut butter or bury it in the dirt for a month. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't plan to bury my carry gun or coat it in peanut butter. Might happen, where you're eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich, some guy breaks into your house. I don't know. I don't find that very realistic. Not that it's not fun to watch, though. So, nothing against them. But I like these tests because it shows us, in a scenario, if you dropped your gun in the sand or mud or dirt or water, would it work? Tim ran into a situation with his H&K VP9 that it hydrolocked the striker when he was putting it in water. So that's kind of one of the reasons he started doing this. All right, so here we go again. Extra round. Back in the water. Okay, here we go. Okay. I gotta pay close attention not to rinse it. Okay. I tried this once before and I did. I rinsed it in between. So I'm gonna do my best not to. Now this time we're gonna throw some dirt up over it. I forgot to do it on the first one, so we'll take it back, flip it over. Okay. Shake it off just a bit so I can see my sights. Clear the trigger guard. Uh-oh, so we got a failure to fire. And we got a round in the chamber, so we're gonna tap rack it. Dead trigger, slides out of battery. Can you zoom in on that? So we're just going to tap it forward. Out of battery again. And we're empty. It didn't lock open. So that was that. Okay, we're going to move on to dirt. Okay, not going to rinse it. Out of battery. Palm's gonna get soaked. We have a single shot. There we go, it's finally cleared itself. But it didn't lock open again. Onto mud. Okay. Mud up over it. I think I forgot to do that in the dirt, so I'm going to apologize, but it is what it is. Alright, so it's out of there. We're going to shake it just to get that trigger guard clear. See, my sights are still packed. Out of battery. Alright, so I made it through. We had a lot of out of batteries. Not a bad malfunction, but that was a lot of them. So we're going to move on to the Glock43 now. We're going to have to reload a bit more with that because I only have 4 mags. So here we go. So we're changing out the water. It wouldn't be fair to the Glock to start with dirty water. And I'm out in the woods, so I don't have a hose or anything. I have to bring this and pack it all in. All this pain for y'all's pleasure. All right. Here we go. We're going to start with one in the chamber. If I can get it to work. My finger's being goofy. Okay. You can stay. No malfunctions. Onto the sand. Press it down, flip it over, press it down. You can see the sand's getting up in the weapon. Okay, crazy. No malfunctions. I always find the sand to be the worst. Sometimes I feel like it should be last. Okay, the dirt. Flip it over. Flip it over. Okay. Rinse. Tell you one other thing I just learned, teaches you how slippery your gun gets when it's wet. Okay, into the mud. Push it down, flip it over, push it down. Okay, so just a little bit, doesn't feel that bad. Oh my gosh. What is with me today? Okay, now we gotta reload. So, as I was telling you earlier, the reason we kind of did this test is the same thing that Tim ran into, is he switched carry guns, you know, which we commonly do. And it was the HK-VP9. He thought all was well, and he dropped it in this little creek, and then wouldn't have thought it would have malfunctioned, because that's not that big a test, and it had hydrolocking problems. And so he went to this, and some people on the video complained that he was too rough on the pistol, which he did get a little crazy. He was pretty mad. But then he went and did this same test with it, and the gun still had the same problem, even with just clean tap water, which is where I got this from, was my house this morning. Okay? And it showed those malfunctions. And we've seen other guns have the same problems. So, like I said, if you haven't watched Tim's content, please do. I try to catch almost all of his videos. Here we go. Back into the water. Here we go for the gauntlet test. Okay. See if I can do a little better with my shooting today. I am just sucking. I don't know why. This does have stock Glock sights. I'll blame it on that, just so I feel better about myself. Oh, sand. I might want to actually do the test. That might be important. Bring the sand up over it. Flip it. Push it down. Sand up over it. Okay. Oh. I felt it go click, no bang. Out of battery. Click, no bang. And we're out. Okay, that was 3 there, not too bad. Flip. Bring the dirt up over it. Flip. Okay, here we go. Oh, my trigger's still dead. Hang on. Oh, that's fair to start it with a dead trigger. There we go. Okay. Click, no bang. Out of battery. Ugh. Okay. Down into the mud. Bring some mud up over it. Yay. My favorite part. Okay. Out of battery. Alright. Well, Tim usually waits to tell you. I would say definitely the Glock beat the Shield today. Shield had a lot more out of battery tests. I'm going to tally it up when I go back and watch the video, and I'll post it up for you guys so you can see what the results were. They both did really well in my opinion. They both made it through the elemental test with no issues. If either one of these were your gun choice, I wouldn't have any qualms with picking either. I'm a Smith & Wesson fan, FYI. But they are both very good guns, and I like Glock as well. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope you guys continue to watch my content. You know, give it a like, subscribe if you guys like it that much, and keep both eyes open.